Hello, well, I don't know why my camera was jumpy there for a second. I apologize. Welcome, guys, to the channel, to Street Smart Investing. I'm Albert, and I'm going to do the next 5 stocks in the banking sector. First, I'm going to start out with BAP. BAP is the ticker symbol, and the company name has nothing. I don't know, I just don't see it related to the initials for the name of the company, but it says a Credicorp, and I believe this is a bank in Peru, or they deal with banking services in Peru. So yeah, they do financial services holding company in Peru. They do banking, insurance, pension funds, investment banking, and let's see, yeah, mainly Peru. Do they do it elsewhere? I believe not. So, anyways, yeah, they're a bank. Let's look at the last 5 days. So I can only do a technical analysis. I can't do much of a fundamental. So as you can see, we're in October. Today is October 4th, the second day of trading, because the last 2 days were a weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So as you can see here, the stock has fallen. Today, it's fallen $2.71, which was the percentage for this stock, which is 2.39. So you can round it off to 2.4. So now let's look at a more detailed description for this stock. I thought I wrote it. Hold on. Okay, I got it there. Making sure this is the right stock. Cause I thought I had the rest of them there. There we go. Okay. So we have BAP. So let's look at the last month. So it went up pretty much in September. It stood flat, but towards the end of the month it went up. So now it looks like it's in a downtrend. Looking at the last 5 days, uh, in October, in October it went up, October 1st, and then today it went down by a lot. October is usually a volatile month. It's usually a downhill month in October, so I'm expecting it to go down. The stock is too expensive to day trade, and again, as for fundamental analysis, I'm still not sure how the stock is, but I mean, right now it looks flat, but again, it looks like it's gonna go down, and I see it's really looking like a sharp downturn. Look at that. It's looking really sharp. It might be flat for a few days or certain days or every other day. Just random times where it might look flat, but for I'd say at least the next month it's going to be going down. So again, I think it's too expensive. I think there are better stocks out there. Just try to find stocks that are better with debt. And as you can see, not a lot of volume. Typically, you want them close to at least 800,000. The volume, I think that's a fair number. The market cap ain't too bad. That doesn't really bother me. But again, I still need more info to calculate this for technicals, since that's not enough technical. It's not even enough, to be honest. I don't even have basic info. But let's look at it for what it is. So as you can see, I have the 20 moving average, the 50, and the 200. As you can see, these three lines, it's under the 200 line, and you can see the 50s over the 20, so that's not really good. It is approaching the 20, but it still hasn't held above the 20 or the 50 to change course. So there you have it. BAP, just stay away from it. So next up on the list, I have PDLB, which is I see half of the name, but I just want to be sure. PDLB. Okay, let's type that in. PDLB. So PDL Community. So we have, oh, horrible. We have like no volume. There's no, I'll stay away from it. It's not even worth it. $15. So obviously they do banking, but where and what exactly do they do? Construction, blah blah blah. So as well as mortgage-backed securities and Federal Home Loan Bank of New York. So they do basically loans, housing loans, pretty much. Yeah, that's what they do, housing loans. So it doesn't say what states. I'm guessing on the northeast section of the U.S. because it mentions New York and possibly those surrounding states. So again, this is not enough volume. I would not trade this. Now let's look at it from here. The 1 month, yeah, it's still too low. I mean, it has momentum to go up. It's just, I don't know. It's just really weak. There's just not a lot of buyers and sellers for it. It's not liquid enough. That's pretty much what it is. It's not liquid enough. And what that means is this is not a stock where a lot of buyers and sellers come to this stock. So if you were to buy it, it would be kind of hard to buy, depending on how many shares, but even then it's still hard enough to buy because of the volume. And there's not much range on this stock, meaning price range. You only have like a 30 cents move, 40 cents at most. That's not a range you really want to be in. You want a few dollars, and you want a stock that moves a few dollars even every few months. If you're stuck with a stock that hasn't moved at least $1 within the same month, it's just stay away from it. It's just horrible. Because again, there's not enough buyers or sellers. I mean, again, in a way, it's a good thing. You don't really want a lot of sellers. You want more people to buy. But again, if you did own this stock and you owned a bunch of it, it would be hard to sell. So that's where I'm getting at. So fundamentally, I'll stay away from it. I think it's too cheap. I want to see it in the $20 range, and I want to see it pick up more volume. And if it's gonna pick up more volume, I want it to be institutional buying, meaning CEOs and people that are already into the company buying into the company. All the management team is buying their shares into the company, so that way it's just private shares being held. So next up, I have People's Bank NC, so North Carolina. I'm guessing that's what it is. Let's read up on that. So again, two stocks, 2 for 2, looking horrible. This one looks horrible too. No volume. The range 50. What is the 52-week low? So we're looking at a $15 range. That's not bad, but it's looking flat. I'm expecting this to go down in October. Throughout the whole month. The share price is not bad, but it doesn't have volume. So they do have surrounding cities, but are they They're focused on the Latino population. And where again? North Carolina. I mean, they have a small. I don't know. They have a small demographic. I don't really like that. If they're starting out, that's fine. But if they want to expand, they gotta make bigger moves. So let's look at that PEBK. So far, I'm gonna stay away from it. It doesn't look too good. It's not too bad compared to the other two. It's looking flat. It hasn't really took a sharp drop. Let's look at the last 3 months. Still looking pretty flat, which is not bad. But again, it just needs volume. That's all. It just needs buying and volume. So let's look at this. So let's see. This here is at about 28.03. I rounded off to $28. The high is. This was the last 5 days. 40 cents. That's not good. So for the whole week, the range is only 40 cents. It needs more buying. I'd stay away from it. If anything, you can add it to the watch list just to see how it goes. Hopefully, after 1 month, maybe it might go up a little bit more, but who's to say? Let me look at the 5 year. That's not bad. That's typical because 2020 took a downturn. So they're getting back to even, and it took this long to pretty much get back to even. So this was in like December, so maybe towards the end of December, the Santa Claus rally. Wow. So it's taken them a year and change, basically almost a year and a half to get back to even at their highs. And that's if they could make it back to the highs before the year ends. Yeah, this stock doesn't look so good. If it would have broke highs or gotten back to its highs, it would have had a lot of volume. And it would have had sharp. That looks like a really sharp turn up, so that's not too bad. But yeah, you want to see that after it breaks to its highs again. So yeah, that's exactly what you want to see. So next up, so for this one, I mean, you can watch list it just in case, but personally, I'd stay away from it, even day trading or adding it as a long-term portfolio. Yeah, I'd stay away from it. So next up, we have two more. We just have the last two. We have WD, which is Walker and Dunlop. Let's plug that in, put that into there. Finish this up. Come on, WD, come on. So my internet is acting pretty slow again. I'm still just gonna use this. So not bad for the 1 year. Oh, come on, my internet. WD, come on. This silly news. So WD. There we go. So we have 20 and the 50. Now let's look at the 1 month. It's looking pretty flat and it slightly went up. That's not too bad. That's pretty expensive. Jeez, that's expensive. I'd stay away from it. That's a little too pricey. Even for short term and long term, that's still too pricey for a bank. I strongly believe there are better banks out there and services. Yeah, you could find something way better. Again, another one with hardly no volume. Market cap is not bad. It's just too expensive and not enough volume. I don't know if this does or does not pay dividends. Let's see. Again, multifamily lending and multifamily housing. So let's look at the last 5 days. It actually looks like an uptrend, which ain't too bad. I would add this one to the watch list. Actually, no, forget it, because of the price. It's just too expensive. So decent stock, but no, I would say no. Don't even trade it or add